After decades around orthopedic patients, here's a pattern I keep seeing. The fall doesn't start on the stairs, it starts in bed, the moment before someone even sits up. People tell me constantly, I stretch every morning, and stretching helps. But it isn't the same as waking your muscles up. Stretching lengthens tissue, it doesn't switch it on. And when you stand on muscles that are still asleep, that's when balance wobbles and injuries happen. So today, 5 bed exercises ranked from helpful to essential that do what stretching alone can't. Reconnect your brain to your muscles before your feet ever touch the floor. Number 2 changes how steady you feel all day. Number 1 is the single move specialist lean on most for people over 65. Quick ask before we start. Where are you watching from and are you doing these already? I read every comment. Number 5 ankle pumps and circles. Simple, but this is genuinely what surgeons prescribe after hip and knee replacements. Here's why. Lying still for hours lets blood pool in your lower legs because your calf muscles, which act like a second pump for your circulation, aren't contracting. Ankle pumps switch that pump back on, pushing blood back toward your heart and lowering the kind of stagnant circulation linked to dangerous clotting. How to do it? Lie flat, point your toes away from you, hold 2 seconds, pull them back toward your shins, hold 2 seconds. That's 1 pump, do 10. Then circle your ankles 10 times each direction, go slow. Rushed pumps barely engage anything. Slow, full range pumps also wake the small stabilizer muscles around your ankle, the ones your balance depends on most and the ones that fade earliest. 3 rounds every morning before you move an inch. Number 4 supine heel slides. If your knees crack or feel locked up in the morning, this is for you. Because your leg is fully supported by the mattress, your knee moves through its full range without any body weight grinding through the joint, which is exactly why it's a staple in osteoarthritis rehab. Lie on your back, legs straight, slide your right heel towards your glutes, keeping it on the mattress only as far as feels comfortable. Hold 3 seconds and slide it back out slowly. The slow return matters as much as the slide, because that's where your quadriceps builds the control you rely on going downstairs. 12 reps each leg, 2 sets. Keep your kneecap pointed straight at the ceiling the whole time. Drifting sideways loads the cartilage unevenly. And here's something worth knowing. The fluid that lubricates your knee only circulates when the joint actually moves. Lying still overnight lets it thicken, which is a big part of why mornings feel stiffer than the rest of the day. Quick reminder, like and subscribe if this is useful so far, and let's keep going. Number 3 supine marching. This targets hip flexors and deep core muscles that most people past 65 almost never train, which is exactly why they weaken quietly. And weak hip flexors matter more than people think. Research on older adults has repeatedly found hip flexor and hip abductor strength among the strongest predictors of whether someone falls, often ahead of general leg strength or balance scores alone. Weak hip flexors are why people start shuffling instead of stepping, and a shuffle turns a rug edge into a hazard. Lie back, knees bent, feet flat, hands on your belly so you feel your core engage. Lift your right knee toward your chest, but keep your lower back pressed into the bed the whole time. If your back arches, your hip flexor is compensating, and your core isn't doing its job, hold 2 seconds at the top, lower slowly, switch sides. Build to 15 reps each side, 2 sets, and don't rush the lowering. That's where the real strengthening happens. Number 2, straight leg raises. Surgeons consider the quadriceps the gatekeeper of independence after 65 because it's the muscle that controls how safely you sit, stand, and take stairs. And the uncomfortable truth is that quad strength doesn't just decline with age. Studies tracking older adults consistently find it's one of the strongest predictors of who ends up needing a cane, a walker, or help with daily tasks, often mattering more than overall leg strength. Lie flat, one knee bent with the foot planted, the other leg straight. Tighten that straight thigh by pressing the back of your knee down. Then lift the whole leg to roughly the height of your bent knee. Hold 3 to 5 seconds. You should feel real tension in the front of the thigh, then lower slowly over 3 seconds. Never let it drop. That slow lowering phase is where the strength gain actually happens. 10 reps each side, 3 sets. As it gets easier, hold longer at the top or add a light ankle weight. Number 1. Glute bridges. If specialists could recommend only one bed exercise past 65, most would choose this one because it activates your entire posterior chain at once: glutes, hamstrings, and the lower back and spinal stabilizers that keep you upright. Weakness through that whole back line is a major and correctable contributor to poor balance and that forward hunched posture that quietly shifts your center of gravity toward the ground. Part of the problem is simply how long we sit. Long stretches of sitting let the glutes go dormant. Some clinicians call it glute amnesia, where the brain slowly forgets how to fire those muscles efficiently. Bridges reverse that. Knees bent, feet flat, hip width apart, close enough to almost touch your heels. Squeeze your glutes hard before you lift anything. Skip this, and your lower back takes over instead. Then drive your hips up through your heels until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Hold 5 seconds. Keep breathing. Then lower slowly over 4 seconds, and just before your hips touch down, drive straight back up into the next rep without resting at the bottom. 10 reps, 3 sets, 45 seconds, rest between. That's the list. Ankle pumps, heel slides, marching, leg raises, and bridges. Together, they cover circulation, joints, hips, quads, and your whole posterior chain in under 15 minutes. No equipment. Done right in your bed. Stretching still has its place, it's just not the whole job. Start with even 5 reps of each tomorrow morning. Consistency beats intensity every time, and most people notice steadier mornings within a few weeks. If this helped, subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching.